here's my interpretation of Nietzsche's parable of the death of God using another parable. And this is a story about Paddy Englishman, Paddy Irishman, Paddy Scotsman. They're all in a competition, and the competition is who can build the biggest sheep pen. And this is actually the kind of, but you know what? We had a show on TV in England and Ireland, which was called One Man and His Dog.
Oh my God,
this?
yes.
This was prime time TV, where one guy, a farmer and a sheepdog, would round up sheep by whistling, right? And the sheepdog, and they would put the sheep into a sheep pen. This was prime time fucking TV.
Competition.
Right? Competition. One man and his dog. So this
for years.
For years. That's what we watched on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. So based probably off that, this joke started to circulate that they had to build a sheep pen. Who could hold the most sheep? So the English guy goes first and builds a sheep pen, can fit like 50 sheep. Then it's the Scottish guy, builds a sheep pen, can fit 75 sheep. Well, this Irish guy, Seamus, he's just sitting getting an Irish suntan, right, going red. And he's not doing any work. And about half an hour before the end of the competition, he then suddenly gets up with all the stuff and he puts one piece of wood in front of him, one piece of wood behind him, one piece of wood on either side of him, just, you know, knocks him into place, and he starts painting furiously. And the judges come up, and the judges are laughing at Seamus. They're looking at this tiny box, and they're saying, Seamus, that's ridiculous. He says, you couldn't get one sheep in that sheep pen. And Seamus just looks at them and says, what do you mean? He says, I'm not in the sheep pen. He says, I'm outside of it. You're the ones you're standing in it, right? That's the Nietzschean death of God, right? Is that the secular people are laughing at the profane temple, going, you're in ideology. This is the place where you're in the wholeness, the completeness, you're in the, and then the response is, no, you're the ones who are standing in that. All this fucking like taking psilocybin and polyamory, you know, not that I'm against any of these things, but if you think they're the answer, you're ridiculous. You're just caught up in religious bullshit. You step out of ideology into a desert in the oasis in which you kind of see that none of these things work. There is no sexual relation. There is no answer. That is the salvatory move.